All right, everyone, welcome to the player spotlight of Mr. Lyle Goebel. No stranger to the microphone. If you don't mind, Lyle, tell our fans and all of our viewers and everybody that's watching, who the heck are you?
Well, I am Lyle Goebel, and I like to shoot pool, and I like to sing, and I like to have a good time. And I tip a couple every now and then.
Not necessarily in that order.
Yeah. Tip first, pool second, sing third. Well, and it depends on who you ask, too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. 60 years old. You live in Fond du Lac.
Yep.
Were you born and raised?
Born and raised. I first year out of college went to Trivers for a year and then ended up back in Fond du Lac a year later. So, yeah. It's just, one of those things. Family's been there, and, my son's in Rosendale, couple of my brothers and sisters. So, yeah. Yep. It's been home, and we like Fond du Lac.
So, Kyle is your son.
Yes.
And how many grandkids are there now?
We have 4.
Ooh, man.
All granddaughters.
Oh, Lord.
8, 5, 5, and 2. Identical twins at 5.
You and Kyle need a hug.
Well,
That's like living in the estrogen ocean.
Yeah. Well, and I had 2 daughters in Kyle, so sort of 3 daughters. And then 4 granddaughters, so 7 for 7 on the girl side.
Are they all watching Dad and Grandpa tonight?
I think quite a few of them are.
It is. Shout out to the Goebel family.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you've been retired for 3 years now,
Yep.
and roaming the country, as we've noticed.
Yep.
Because you are in a band called Free Time. Tell us about that.
Free time, yeah. We've been together for about a year and a half, and I can't wait to do the Fletch's gig for the Ronald McDonald House.
August 23rd, folks.
Yep. Come on out. It's gonna be a lot of fun. A lot of people have heard me sing here and there, and my nephew is in the band as well, and he's better than me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Can't wait to do it. But we're having a lot of fun. We want to do like 2 gigs a month, and got a little out of hand in July, where we've got 6 of them in July.
Ooh,
but
man, so much for retirement.
yeah. Well, once it gets to be a job, then you gotta.
Yep, cut it off.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you don't want it to get in the way of family time. Most important.
Absolutely.
Or pool time.
Both of them.
Right.
Or pickleball. When you retire, you got to play pickleball, right?
Absolutely. All right, so this tournament in particular, there have been. We started out with, was it 32 players, something like that? I can't remember.
A big
24.
number.
Yeah, 32, and no, it was 16.
It was 16 because this is my 3rd Tim in a row.
That's what I was just about to bring up. Is the fact that there's 3 Tims in the tournament. You played Tim Stockinger, Tim Volkman, and now you're playing Tim Schatz tonight. What are the odds of that?
I'm an odds guy, so I can tell you it's 3 out of 16 the first time. Then it goes about 2 out of 8, and then 1 out of 4. So you add that up, it's about 1%. Anybody that's over 600 Fargo that's named Tim, I've been playing.
So you look at your whole entire pool career, Lyle. What would you say is your your biggest accomplishment, or the one tournament that stands out more than anything else?
Probably the tournament I won a couple of years ago. The ACS tournament. It was in Appleton. It was the Masters division, and there were a lot of great shooters in there. I beat Mason Cook on the way. No, sorry, Mason. I mean, the guy's
it's reality.
Way better than me, but everybody.
He knows that he lost. Right?
Yes, but that was definitely a big one.
And this was immediately following you and I playing in the Scotch doubles together.
Yeah, let's talk about that. So we played the Scotch doubles.
Let's not. We don't have to.
We got close. I played horrible, and then
I wasn't throwing you under the bus. That was I completely forgot about it up until then.
Yeah.
So I mean that I ended up losing a lot of hair and a lot of sleep over that, but it is what it is.
I do have a short memory because you saw I played. It was surprising we got as far as we did based on how I played, and then played some of the best pool I played.
You played
the
your
very next day,
ass off the next day. Yeah, that was quite the impressive run.
It was a lot of fun.
So coming into tonight's match, I was talking with Tim about it too, is you're going to play, if you end up winning this match, you're playing Mike Kinziger up from way up north. Have you played him before, or do you know who he is?
I have not, but if I do win, I heard he's changing his name to Tim. So he wants to keep that streak alive.
That'd be fabulous.
I've heard of Mike. I've seen Mike. I don't believe we've ever formally met or have talked a lot or anything like that. But, yeah. And I saw the tail end of his match last week, and he played really well. Because it's John Hagencord.
Zach Hagencord.
Yeah,
yep.
He's a great shot and played really well as well.
I think he left a couple out there, and we're not. Yeah, we don't have to get into that. Zach probably agrees because we talked about it after the match.
Yep. But we all do. I mean,
we do.
Everybody leaves them out there. I mean, even the Steyers are in the house half the time. Here, we'll leave a game out there, just a lot less than we do.
We don't do this for a living. Nope.
No.
So, in preparation for tonight's match, other than having a whiskey press, or is there anything you do for prep?
Absolutely. Well, first, you mentioned it. You got to have a whiskey press, one before the match and then one during the match. It just gets me to that calm, cool level. And prior to coming up here, I sit in the hot tub for an hour.
Nice.
Just kind of listening to music and letting the mind drift on anything but pool.
Let the muscles go relax.
Yep.
And
absolutely.
So outside of pool, let's get away from that for a little bit. You're quite the golfer. Is that correct? You and Kyle?
Well, Kyle is.
Kyle could play.
Yeah, Kyle. He's like a 2 handicap, so he's a banger. I'm a bogey golfer. I'm an 18 handicap, but we're both competitive. So get me in a competitive situation, I can play maybe a little better than my handicap, but I'm pretty average.
You'd never guess that anybody that knows the Goebel family is the fact that Lyle and Kyle are even though they're father and son, they're super competitive with each other.
It is, yes. Absolutely. And we've been able to tone it down because we were playing some pool matches for some pretty big money, and both of our wives said it's,
time to cut it off.
Ixnay, because we can get pretty violent. and there's still a lot of respect, but not a lot of love lost. As I'm driving here, and I parked the car, Kyle texts me, "I'm not sure who I want to win more tonight, you or the Brewers." I go, well, I said, go with the Brewers.
Oh, that's
they haven't won 12 in a row in 37 years. Go with the Brewers.
I tell you what, it really feels like, and I've said this for years, but it really feels like one of those years where they might actually do something in the playoffs. The terror that they're on right now.
It's crazy. It's crazy. But I've heard two things. One, Woodruff might be on a pitch count because of an injury, and Mizorowski might be on a pitch count because of just being a rookie. So
oh, boy.
Hopefully, if they can keep them all intact. But, yeah, they're so fun to watch.
They are. Very exciting team.
Yes, absolutely.
So, you've played in a couple of the KO Challenge series. You've played in several of the matches. You played in the Scotch doubles as well.
Yep.
Way back when. What would this mean to you if you can make it through this match and then take out Mike Kinziger?
It would be awesome because I've played quite a few live streams and I haven't necessarily played my best pool. So it's one of those things where you want to perform. People are watching, and
do you get nervous?
Everybody gets nervous. I get I call it energy. It's more nervous energy than nervous. But that first match against Tim Stockinger, I was pretty nervous, and I watched that and I was jumping up, and I know Tim can play lights out pool, and he struggled just a little bit that night, and thankfully, because that could have been a bad night for me. But then the last time I felt a lot better and was a little more focused.
Played really good against Tim Volkman.
And Tim is one of those guys who's got a gear too,
Yeah, he smells blood in the water. Look out.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've played against Tim for a lot of years.
All right. Is there anybody that you want to give a shout out to or say hello to everybody in the city of Fond du Lac. You know what? They're all watching.
Yeah, every single one of them. 42,000. This is going to be, the screen is going to light up. I do know my sister's probably watching up in Wausau, which is in Tim Schatz's neck of the woods.
Sure.
So, yeah, shout out to her and all my granddaughters. They're amazing.
Awesome. All right. Lyle, as always. One of the reasons, too, I brought up Kyle is you had mentioned the Ronald McDonald House charity. You guys are singing for that. And there's a very specific reason, or it hits you personally, because I'll let you tell the story.
Oh, absolutely. And Kyle's one of those shy guys. He just, he doesn't.
What?
He's a little bit different than me. I'm a little more of a spotlight dude. He's more of a backseat guy until he gets drinking. But yeah, we went through a pretty significant bout of cancer. He did his senior year of high school. So he had a year of chemo down at Fredericton Children's, and my wife and I took advantage of, but stayed at the Ronald McDonald House many times during the course of the year, which is gets me.
Yep, I get it. I completely understand.
And it's 20 years ago, and you talk about it.
It's like yesterday.
Yeah.
It's one of the cool things that working with Taylor Collar, a lot of people don't, realize Taylor actually is a pretty decent guy.
He's a great guy. And if somebody only sees that one side of him, they're like, but you know what? You get to know Taylor from a
huge
helicopter view, and he's a good guy. He really is.
He and Corey Peterson, we started this 3 year. This is year number 4, and I'll tell you what, the people that I've met and the stories that I've heard about Ronald McDonald House are just very emotional. There's no doubt about it. So I love hearing how it's affected you, and look at Kyle now. It's
absolutely
fabulous.
And thank you, and to all the guys, Taylor and everybody else that's associated with that, and all the good causes that you do, and that's definitely one of them. And the veterans, and there's the list goes on and on. So I really appreciate everything you guys do.
We enjoy it very much. So, best of luck tonight, Lyle, and I hope you're winning.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
We are winning. We're here.
We're here. Exactly.
Take care, Dale.